The House just passed the Safe Banking Act, which has ramifications in Kentucky. Congressman Barr was a proponent of that, spoke on the House floor about getting hemp farmers the opportunities. Hemp has exploded in Kentucky. You've been a big supporter of hemp growth. We've got 50,000 acres, I think was the figure that he used. But still, those farmers are having difficulty securing financial services. That has been passed now to give those farmers an opportunity to open bank accounts and deal a little bit more openly. But it also has ramifications for states where recreational marijuana use is legal. So when that comes to the Senate floor, you've been such a big supporter of hemp. How do you feel about the Safe Banking Act?
Well, I'm an original co-sponsor of the Safe Banking Act. So I've been involved in this since the very beginning. In fact, my dad was the first one to introduce legalizing hemp in 2005. In 2012, I was the first one to introduce legalizing hemp in 2012 in the Senate. It had never been introduced till I got there. But we've come a long way. There still are these impediments. Banking, credit cards, and convincing the big banks that you're not going to prosecute them. Big banks are very, very conservative, and they're like, oh, if it's illegal, we're not touching it. And hemp's no longer illegal, but there's still this confusing and this little bit of a haze around it. And so your local bank may be a member of a big bank, and the credit card companies, they just don't want to deal with it. We need to get it very, very certain and tell the big credit card companies and the big banks, yes, you can deal with it. It's not illegal. It's not. And then we also have to figure out the stuff for those like 14 states that have legalized marijuana. Sure. It's a similar issue. It's a different substance, but it's a similar issue. And I'd like to fix the banking issue. There's also a tax issue. In Colorado, you have $1 billion marijuana industry. They can't deduct their wages. And so let's say 80% of their gross money coming in is wages, because it's still illegal at the federal level. Right. The IRS won't let you deduct your wages. And so what company can actually pay their taxes properly if they can't deduct your wages, your electricity, your rent, all that stuff has to be deducted. They won't let them do it. So we have to fix the taxes and the banking, and I've been a co-sponsor on both of those for both of the issues. But hemp, we just had a hemp roundtable over in Madisonville the other day. Hemp's a big deal for Kentucky, and I think we're at the forefront.
Do you think that translates at all to, because you're right, this is going to benefit those states where it's recreational use is legal. Is that going to sort of tip over into Kentucky where having this act in place might sort of,
I don't know.
grease the wheels a little bit?
I'm not so sure it does change things. I think states are sort of making these decisions on their own. If I had to suspect Kentucky's going to watch, some of these other states a while, I don't think we're a real fast adapter. We were pretty good on hemp at going pretty fast. Mm-hmm. But I remember even that, I was the first federal official to come to Frankfurt to testify in favor of hemp. And at first, organized law enforcement was against hemp. They were like, oh, we can't tell the difference between it and marijuana. Turns out to actually be very simple. You get a permit to grow it and they know it's there. And the thing we kept telling them from the beginning is illegal marijuana doesn't want to be anywhere near hemp because it dilutes the potency of the illegal marijuana. In fact, you talk to the people who are doing illegal, they say, we hate hemp, they hate hemp. It's like, keep that hemp out, And when they grow it in Colorado, they grow it all in greenhouses to try to keep any other pollen or contaminants away from it.
All right, Senator Paul, I think our time is up. Thank you so much for talking with us today. You've got a field hearing. You're going to go talk to some more local people about these economic issues impacting Kentuckians. Best of luck with that. Keep it up on your tour around the state.
All right, thanks.